What's up YouTube, Heckshot87, and today we are going to talk about a flashlight that I've been using for a while that I think you guys may be interested in. We've been working with a company called Holster for a while. Very awesome holster making company, and you can see this one right here for the Shield. And they also sell flashlights, and several of y'all have taken advantage of the discount code for the holsters. Well, that actually also applies to the flashlights themselves. So I decided to get one, test it, and just see how these things work and function. So fortunately now we've been able to dry out a little bit. Some of you may know I live in Charleston, South Carolina, and we have been rocked by storms. So we're just trying to take advantage of this break in the weather. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. So if you order one of these, like I said, the name of the light is Klarus. So if you get one of these, this is how it's going to come packaged. Pretty nice packaging. It's got a lot of information on there. And like I said, I've been carrying this for a couple weeks, and I'm actually pretty impressed. We did a water test. I also did. I left it on continuously, and we'll talk about those tests and what I kind of found near the end of the video. But look for a discount code down in the description. I may annotate it, and if you want to try one of these, you're able to get them at a discount, which is really awesome. So in the package, you will get a lanyard, some spare O-rings, and a spare tail switch right there, which is pretty cool. And then you'll get the light with a little holster if you want to carry it like that. Let's take it out real quick. And there is the actual light. See the pocket clip on there? It has these little things for dispensing heat. Here is your tail button in the back. It is a dual button. So basically here's your power button right there. And then here is your mode button. So your finger gets to stay in one place, and you can switch your modes on and off from there. Now I will also have some shots last night and Friday night, so you'll be able to see how the light basically functions at night, so you can get an idea of what kind of brightness you're going to get. The light comes in at a very decent size for everyday carry, and that's one thing I like. Here's the Phoenix UC35 that I've already reviewed a while back, and if you get down there, you can tell just how small this little light really is. So it's super light, super small, and a lot of great features on this thing. It runs off of one CR123, and what I did is I tested 3 different CR123s. This is a fresh Duracell I have in here now. I tested a Rayovac and 2 Surefires. So 2 Surefires, a Rayovac, a Duracell, and then this is the fresh Duracell I've just put in it. The thing consistently runs for an hour, and that is just leaving it on consistently, not turning it off at all. So what they actually what they put on their box as far as run times on high is pretty consistent. Now I will tell you, after probably 10 minutes or so, this thing starts to get warm. After 20 minutes it starts to get very warm, but consistently it ran for an hour with a fresh battery, so I thought that was pretty decent. Right now you're going to be seeing the water test that we did, so I wanted to see kind of how long this test, or just to make sure that it would at least stay in water, last in water for an hour. That's what I did. It's not very deep water that you're seeing right now, but it definitely stayed on for an hour. So I went out there after 30 minutes, went out there after an hour, and it still stayed on. So that tells me a lot. Hopefully you won't have to keep your light in water for that long, but it assures you if you do drop it, you're not going to have a wasted flashlight. A couple things I noticed. We're going to talk about the specs here in a minute, but A couple things I noticed is just how light this thing really is in your pocket. I've been carrying the Phoenix now for a while, and this one right here is just super light, almost like you don't even know you have it really. I carry it with a pocket clip, so I just stick this on the inside of my pants. And one thing I found, which is really great, that you'll see here in a minute as well, is you can flip this clip right around, all right, and then take it if you need to free up your hands, and stick it on your freaking hat. It works awesome. I mean, it really does work great. So I love that feature. You can just flip that clip around, and if you need to free up your hands, it's really a neat little feature. They don't promote it on the website of the package, but I think it should be promoted. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, aircraft aluminum is what this is, what it's made out of. Waterproof up to 2 meters. Of course, the dual tail switch, which is awesome. And once you turn it off and you turn it back on, it does not have memory, so it's going to go straight back to the high setting. I know with the Phoenix and some other lights, some people were saying they wouldn't buy one because of the fact it had memory. So if you needed that thing in a pinch, and let's say you had it on the low setting, and you know, God forbid somebody breaks in your house and you're trying to shine the light at them, it's going to be on low, and then you have to switch it. This one is not like that. There's no memory, so you turn it off, you turn it back on, it's going to be right there where you had it on the high setting, and then from there you can switch it down low wherever you need it. Speaking of that, I think we talked about this a little bit. It's 280 lumens on high, and what they estimate is that it will run for an hour. I got the same results. 65 lumens on medium, which is going to be 4-hour runtime, and on low it's 7 lumens. This is really great for reading up close kind of stuff. 70 hours. So, and then your strobe, which can be activated one of two ways. I'll show you that here in a minute, but strobe is 280 lumens, and it runs at 2 hours like that consistently. Speaking of that, momentary on and off, so you don't have to actually fully depress it. This thing has a very nice tail switch, and what I like about it is that you don't have to completely, if you get your finger off to the side any one way, it's going to automatically go on for you. So it's very responsive, and I like that it has that kind of 360 degree activation right there. Very cool. If you're in the middle of something, or you know, you hear a bump in the night, you can momentarily press on the mode button. It will bring the strobe on, and it will leave it on after you release your finger off of it. So that's a pretty nice feature. Reverse polarity protection. If you put the battery in wrong, it's not going to blow up in your face, which is always good. Momentary on and off, like we already talked about, and it maintains the brightness. So unlike some lights which are going to shut themselves down after a certain period of time, this is going to consistently stay on whatever you leave it on. Like I said, when I ran it for an hour straight, it was pretty warmish, I'll tell you that for sure, but I was still able to handle it and do what I needed to do with it. So I'd say it disperses heat pretty well. Now, one of the things I noticed, and one of the things I love about the Phoenix that I picked up, was the rechargeability of it. I can just take a regular USB and plug that thing in. So what I would recommend is if you use your light every day, all day, you depend on it, you have to have it, and you don't want to buy rechargeable batteries, or you don't want to buy a bunch of CR123s, I'd recommend going with one of their rechargeable versions. They sell those as well, Taurus. Like I said, the link's going to be down below. You can click on the link, and you can see the different models they offer, but they have the rechargeable ones. So they have a magnetic USB cable. It plugs right there on the side of it. Your USB connects to whatever you can get power, your car, anywhere you can connect a USB, you can get power to it. So that would be my recommendation. Now, I think this thing is just great, you know, throughout the day. You need it for just little stuff, because 1 hour doesn't sound like a long time, but you're not going to use it consistently. I've been using this thing consistently and just trying to run it down. So I think the longest I got was 2 weeks, but I was walking around work in dark spots and just clicking it on and off, just seeing what it would do, how it would respond. Once it gets to that point where it's dead, it's just going to give you a little flicker. It's going to show you that it's dying and you need to change the battery. I also did drop this thing a few times intentionally. You can see where I kind of scraped it up there. I dropped it from 4 feet twice in a row on the concrete, and it didn't skip a beat. Scratched it up a little bit, but that was pretty much it. So honestly, I'm kind of impressed with this little light. I love how light it is. I love how small it is. The thing's got a heck of a lot of power. 280 lumens will blind the crap out of you. And one of the kids was playing with it, or yeah, they love to play with these flashlights, but and of course I got a couple shines to the face, and this thing will blind the crap out of you. You know, 280 lumens is pretty cool. It's pretty good, you know. So for a light this small, I would recommend it. Like I said, we've shown you some of the tests we've done in and throughout the video. If you use it a lot, just keep in mind that you want to maybe go with the rechargeable versions, but I think for a small, light little package, this thing will do you pretty good. Like I've mentioned throughout the video, the 15% discount using the keyword HEG87. So you get a amazing discount on this thing. And if you want to try one out, that's the best way to do it. Save yourself a little bit of money off of it. So there you go. The Klarus XT, this is the XT1C. I know I've annotated it in the video, but the XT1C, several different models. Just go down below, click the link, and you will go over to Tulsa's website and you can check out all the different models they have. Definitely recommend it. Big thumbs up for this one. So let me know what you guys think. If you have used any of these Klarus lights in the past, I think they make a pretty good light. So let me know what you guys think down below. We'll see you next time, and as always, hold them down.